I am scooting my chair up for this video because it's about to be a bang. What is up, everybody? It is your boy Shsl Blaze coming at you guys with another video. I am super excited about this because we're talking about Danganronpa again, but this time we're talking about the Danganronpa Husbandos, the men of Danganronpa. All right, everybody always does the Danganronpa waifus list, which is cool, right? I've done a Danganronpa waifu tier list. If you guys want to check out that video, the link is in the description down below. So if you want to see my opinions on all the waifus of Danganronpa, that's the video, okay? I made that video like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and a lot of people didn't really watch that video. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was in my persona transition back then. But if y'all want to check it out now, like, check it out. It's there. It's up there for people that want to see my opinions on the waifus of Danganronpa. So we're going to be doing the husbands. You know what I mean? Equality out here. We're going to be talking about only the main cast of husbands, though. We're not going to be talking about the anime. We're not going to be talking about another episode or anything like that. We're going to stay away from that. We're just going to be talking about the main cast. We're not going to be talking about, like, you know, the side characters and all that stuff from the series. So just the main cast, y'all. The boys, the ultimates. You know what I mean? Let's do it. Let's get into it. I'm just excited to be able to talk about the Husbandos of Danganronpa. I can't believe this. I've been waiting. I have been waiting. If you want more videos like this, go ahead and just hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Comment down below what topic you would like me to talk about, and your boys got you. All right, I got you. You know what I mean? You probably don't, but it's okay. Let's just get into the video. We have our tier list right here. All right, y'all see these rankings? We got perfect daddy, we got good daddy, we got mad daddy, we got not my daddy, and we got trash daddy. All right. I had to do it like that. I feel like that was the perfect way to do it. We're talking about daddies here, so that is the best way to rank them, right? Like, hello. And I think you guys get it, right? You guys, not my daddy, trash daddy. It all makes sense, I think. I think so. So with that being said, let's start off with the first character, Togami. All right, y'all, come on. If you know me, you know that I had a rocky relationship with Togami, all right? At first, I didn't like Togami at all. He's one of those archetypes that I just can't get along with. I can't rock with them. But, you know, he's one of those characters that you get used to because you see him so much in the series and you're just like, ah, man, now I really like him. You know what I mean? He was in so many things. Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, then another episode, and then you saw him in Danganronpa 3, the anime. And it's just like, at that point, he's a good character, all right? You get so much from him, so, you know, and you get to see so much just change in his personality and him starting to actually care about the other characters and stuff. So he went from that dick who didn't care about anyone and that was pretty self-centered to actually caring about some of the other characters in the cast. So, you know what I mean? Like, Togami's the dude. And I think what really topped it off for me is I played this really weird fan game. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago when I was first in the fandom. And I remember, I think, did Weeby play it? Somebody played it or somebody told me about it. Was it Omega Baldwin or Weeby? One of the two had told me about that game. And I ended up playing it and I thought it was the weirdest thing ever, but it was funny. I just remember a lot of money and it was a lot of bad jokes and it was like an RPG Maker game. I don't know. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I think I still have the video up. Maybe you can look at it on my channel. If you put Shsl Blaze Togami, it might come up. But that was fan games back then. All right. What we got now, all these elaborate fan games, we didn't have that back then. We had RPG Maker. All right. And we had to make memes and such like that. Those were fan games back in like 2000 and what was that, 14, 15? But yeah, let's go ahead and rank Togami. I'm giving him good daddy. He's not perfect because we had that rocky relationship at the start, but you know, he's in the series for a long time. He's been around, so I think he definitely has to be at least good. You know what I mean? I wouldn't put him anything lower than that. So yeah, that's how I feel about him. Chihiro! Chihiro! I love Chihiro, dude. Oh my god. And especially since the death of Chihiro and such, everything he stands for, I like Chihiro a lot. I could really get personal on this video if I wanted to. I don't think I want to go there though, but I'm definitely putting Chihiro as perfect daddy because he's relatable. He's definitely relatable, especially to me personally. Maybe I'll do like a side video on it or something like that, but you know, I definitely get it. And I definitely understand like the cross-dressing and such. All of that stuff, I get for sure. I like Chihiro's character. Booyahiko! 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 Now, I made an actual side video, like a random video about Fuyuhiko, just ranting about how much I can relate to his character. He is my favorite character in Danganronpa 2 next to Nagito. He is the man, all right? Fuyuhiko is probably, man, when I sat back and I really thought about him and I was like, wow, he is the best character for me. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say like justifiably or objectively he's the best, you know, for everybody, but for me, I can just relate to him so much. We have so many Fuyuhiko, I love you, dude. Like, if you were a real character, we would be best friends, hands down. I'm just gonna put him as perfect daddy. I don't want to get too personal with some of these. Like, I want to get personal with you guys, but if you really want to see my rant about that, just go in the description down below and I talk about Fuyuhiko in full. I don't want to say it in this video because it's just too much, right? And I don't want to put that much time into this video. You know, you guys sitting here listening to me rant. It's gonna be a pretty decently long video, so yeah, just watch the Fuyuhiko rant. It was pretty good. All right, don't the man, the bug man. All right, the bug man, like literally the bug man. That's it. That's all he really brings is the bug man. I'm not saying that I don't like Gonta's character, but literally he doesn't bring anything and that's just the thing about V3. It's just like V3 makes me want to bang my head against the wall when I think back to that game, because the dialogue is just so cringy. I'm sorry, it's cringy to me. Danganronpa 2, Danganronpa 1, another episode had great freaking dialogue, and then you get V3 and you're like, what happened? What are all these one-liners that everybody keeps repeating? Like, it's so freaking annoying. I'm sorry. It's like they went from like an adult themed game to like a kids game. Like, V3 is like a kids game to me compared to it. And I know a lot of people are like, wait, what do you mean a kids game? It's got so many like really dark themes, but it's just like dialogue wise, it felt like I was watching Barney, bro. Like, like, how many times am I gonna hear I love you, you love me? Like, get out of here, bro. I don't want to hear this anymore. I don't want to hear degenerate male. I don't want to hear about bugs anymore. I don't want to hear about any of that stuff. Like, this is Barney to me. Like, when you watch like kids shows, it's literally like that. Kids shows literally do that. They repeat one-liners and you're just like, oh, okay, that's cool. And they don't stop, right? I'm giving him Mad Daddy. I'm sorry, y'all. He's the bug man. I was sad when he got executed, obviously. All right, it was unfair. Kokichi definitely screwed the man over, but he doesn't bring much. And, you know, that's just V3 in general. Next, we got Gundam. Now, every time I see Gundam, I always want to do a Vegeta voice. And I used to do really bad impressions of Gundam, and I would give him like this Vegeta voice. And it was just so bad. It was really bad, actually. And I don't know. I gravitate to characters like that a lot. Like, I liked Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z. Why do I see him as Vegeta, man? What's happening here? Like, I don't know why. He just looks like Vegeta to me. Not like physically, like appearance looks like Vegeta. Just how he is, like his demeanor and everything. I just love it. I'm gonna give him good daddy. I'm gonna give him, he's up there with Togami. Definitely not my favorite character. I'm not like, I can't super relate to him, but very, very good character. Hajime. Oh my God, Hajime Hinata, y'all. I feel like this man got screwed over, bro. Because Makoto is that iconic staple protagonist in the series, right? That you hear so much about and you see him in everything. And then you got Hajime and it's just like, bro, what happened? Like, I'm not gonna say he had like a horrible backstory or anything like that, but he just isn't on Makoto's level. And I don't think it's not his fault. It's more of just like that writing direction, right? Like, you just being force-fed Makoto over and over and over, you know, to the point where it's just like, well, who's Hajime? You know? So I'm gonna go ahead and put Hajime at not my daddy, because out of all the pro tags, I think he's the worst one. You know, and Kaide's not even a pro tag, and I think Kaide's better than him. You know, Kamaru's better, Shuichi's better. Yeah, I wasn't rocking with Hajime that much. Honestly, the funny thing about Danganronpa 2 is it has the weakest protagonist, but it has the best cast overall, in my opinion. Danganronpa 2's cast was just amazing. All the supporting characters were freaking great. And what's funny about Makoto's game, Danganronpa 1, is I felt like he was a really good protagonist, and a lot of the supporting characters sucked. Like, I didn't like, we'll go through it in a second, but there's a lot of characters in Danganronpa 1 that I wasn't really fond of, that were supporting characters, but we'll get to them. All right, Hifumi. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot this guy's name for a good like solid 3 minutes. I had to like look at his sprite. I was like, it's something with a huh? And I was like, wait, oh, it was Hifumi. Yeah. But yeah, this guy, I'm not a fan of characters like this. Maybe it's because I can relate to him too much. You know what I mean? He's like my nerdy side, like the otaku, like, oh my God, I'm a real cringy, like anime, mangaka. Is just like, nah, dog, I'm putting him in trash daddy. I'm sorry. He makes me feel weird. I don't know why. I was not a big fan of Hifumi. Even playing Danganronpa 1, he felt just kind of there. What people say about Hagakure, I felt about Hifumi. Like, I liked Hagakure more than I liked Hifumi, because I was like, well, Hagakure is here, but at least he's funny. When it comes to Hifumi, he tries too hard to be funny, and he's just here. And his character looks weird. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about him. Next up, we got Kaito Momota, the Moon Man himself. The man with a plan. Now, let me just say this real quick. Not a lot of people had anything to say in V3. Not a lot of people in V3 really had any kind of backstory worth caring about. But Kaito Momota definitely was one of the few characters that brought something to that freaking game. He's definitely not one of my favorite characters in the series, but he was the best character, if not one of the best characters in Danganronpa V3. Hands down. Hands down. And like I said, that's not really saying much, because the supporting cast in that game, I felt like didn't really have much to say, but you know, I feel like I would give him good daddy for sure. We're putting him up there with the other ones, you know, Togami and Gundam for sure. Kaito is the man. Shuichi, this guy. I love comic relief characters, y'all. I've said this so many times. What's funny about me is, like, if you've ever seen me play Among Us, like I was playing Among Us with Weeby, Cullen, Jojo Talks Too Much. There were so many content creators in there, and we were all playing Among Us a while back. It was like a few months ago, and I always say that I am literally Kokichi and Hagakure if they had a child. That's just how I've always been, y'all. When I played Among Us, that's literally how I was. Like, put those two characters together and their baby is mine. Like, it is me. Their baby is mine. That's weird. No, their baby is me. Definitely a great character. Kazuichi. Comic relief is just me, overall. I just like characters like this. Yosuke Hanamura from Persona 4, Junpei Iori from Persona 3. I just vibe with these characters so much in series, guys, and I feel like I can voice these characters pretty well. I don't know if I could do a Kazuichi impression that well. I know I could do some other, you know, I could do a Yosuke one, or even Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just those characters I just gravitate towards. I'm sorry, I like them, dude. I'm putting this perfect daddy because he's just perfect, dude. He's perfect for me, at least. Kibo, this man here. I don't really have much to say about Kibo. He's like one of those robot characters, you know what I mean? Like, robot characters don't really appeal to me all that much. They're not very fun to me. You know what? The only robot character I really liked, especially recently, is the one, I feel like Persona does a really good job of having like weird AI / robot characters, because they had Aegis, and then they had Sophie in the new game, Persona 5 Strikers, and both of those characters are like really freaking good. And then you got Kibo in Danganronpa V3, and you know, the robots. I feel like what makes Kibo is Kokichi. Like, if Kokichi didn't exist in V3, I don't think people would like Kibo, because if it wasn't for the robots, do robots have dicks question, like, people would just be like, yeah, Kibo's just kind of there, you know what I mean? He would be like one of those kind of characters. So I feel like without Kokichi, I would put Kibo as a not my daddy character, like on the rankings. He would be next to Hajime right now. But because he has Kokichi and Kokichi exists, I would have to put him at Mad Daddy. Yeah, I'm putting him at Mad Daddy, because, you know, he's just all right. Ishimaru. Okay, I love the whole brother thing that he had with Mondo Uwada. Ishimaru and Mondo are like my favorite pairing in the series. I feel like that just worked so well. It was beautiful. We had really great moments with them. Ishimaru is just a great character overall. A lot of you guys probably do agree with me on that. I'm gonna go ahead and give him good daddy, because he's just the man like that. That's how we rock. Ishimaru is just great. Him and Mondo, I'm just gonna say it ahead of time. Mondo's gonna be right next to him, literally. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just skip to I'm gonna skip Mondo completely and just put him next to Ishimaru because, come on, the brothers. Why would I not put them next to each other? Next, we have Kokichi. Now, the fan base is so split about this, man. What happened? All right. When I played V3 for the first time, I felt like everybody loved Kokichi. You know, there was a couple haters out there, but I felt like everybody loved Kokichi. But I feel like nowadays, it's so split. I guess people have like a new opinion on him. I guess because he's overrated. You know, when a character becomes overrated, then there's those people that are like, oh, I need to be outside of the box and not like this character just because, you know? And I'm not saying you can't do that or whatnot, and you have to be forced to like overrated characters like everybody else. But at the same time, like, I don't see what makes this character really that bad. You know, I have heard the opinions of some people that have brought like a new perspective on him. And I was like, all right, I see what you guys kind of mean. But at the same time, like, do you need to have this crazy backstory for a character to just be good, you know, objectively good? I don't feel like you do. It just depends on how that character, you know, enhances the experience as you're playing that game. And if you go back to V3, how many reactions did you see of Kokichi's fake death? You know what I mean? How many times have you heard Kaede's lie? How many good moments has this guy brought while you've played, you know, Danganronpa V3? A lot of memorable moments. A lot of the memorable moments in V3, he was a part of for me, you know? So I would have to say that in itself makes him a pretty decent / good character, you know? I know there's, like I said, there's some people that say, oh, he didn't really have much backstory. I've heard it all, and it's just like, I get what y'all mean, but at the same time, like, do you need to have that? Like, does that really make a character great? Like, them just over explaining a character and just shelling out everything you need to know about them. Like, some characters can be unknown and have really mysterious backstories that you don't really know about and can still be really good. You know what I mean? But, you know, to each their own is what I like to say on that. I can't change people's opinions, but I can say that I'm going to put him as perfect daddy. All right. Cause he's a great character. I love him. Kokichi. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. $150. I'm not rocking with Kokichi. I've never rocked with Kokichi. You know, even when I saw his design at first, I didn't really rock with him. I thought everybody else looked cooler. And that whole plot twist with his sister, and then that freaking trial with Seesaw Effect, that pissed me off. I just can't. Some of the memes, bro. So I think some of the memes ruined some of these characters. Like Seesaw Effect really ruined it for me. It really did. Like, now I look at Kokichi and I'm just like, ugh, why? I'm gonna put him as not my daddy. There's a lot of people that do like Kokichi. If you do, cool. But I can't really relate to this character. I can't rock with him. I hope you respect my opinions on that. Leon Kuwad, oh my God. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. This is the man that started it all, right? He had the execution that basically sets the bar for the series, right? He's the man. Like, he's iconic. You know what I mean? When you think of Danganronpa, you think of Leon Kuwada because of that baseball execution. But 11037, like I said with Kokichi with the memes, the fan base ruined Leon Kuwada. I can't freaking get 11037 out of my chat. I can't get it out of my head. When I look at the man, I don't even see the dude with the goatee and the red hair. I just see 11037, literally. And it's to the point where I'm just like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. So I'm putting him as trash daddy for me. Some of y'all might hate me for that. Like I said, he's an iconic character because, you know, he set the bar with his execution. But at the same time, the freaking fan base ruined it for me. They really did. Makoto Nagi, the man, the myth, the legend. The best protagonist, in my opinion. I'm kind of biased because, like I said, Makoto shows up throughout the entire series. Like, you learn about him so much to the point where you're just like, dang, how can you not like the dude? He's iconic. When you think of Danganronpa, you think of Makoto Nagi. That's just how it is. He was in Danganronpa 1. He was in Danganronpa 2. You hear about his sister in Danganronpa another episode. You play as her, and then you learn more story about him, and he appears in that game too. And then he shows up in Danganronpa 3 the anime, and it's just like, how can you hate a man that shows up so much? He is the series at this point, so I'm putting him as perfect daddy. He's just iconic. He's that dude. Not saying that, you know, he's like this super outstanding great character, but it's just that, you know, when you think of Danganronpa, you think of him, and when it's like that, I feel like it would be hard for me to put him anything lower than perfect. Monokuma, come on, bro. Put him on the top. Put him at the top. We don't even gotta talk about him. That's one of my favorite characters in the series. Obviously, he's one of the most iconic series characters ever. I usually have him behind me on my couch over there, but yeah, I love Monokuma. Nagito Komaeda. This is the guy that started it all for me. Whether you like the guy or you don't, can we all come to the same conclusion? This man made us all shooketh when we played Danganronpa 2. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. This guy, I've never seen a character like Nagito Komaeda. Like, when I played Danganronpa 2, I was so amazed by his character because I was like, man, I've never seen a series have a character like this that's just so trolly and just out there. Like, what is happening here? You know what I mean? You just have to like him because of that. And I don't know, I saw his OVA and stuff, and he's just such a likable character. And then you have the infamous laugh when you first see him go crazy, and it's just hilarious. And, you know, Bryce Papenbrook with the legendary voice acting, you know what I mean? Bryce Papenbrook sounds the same in everything, bro. Like, I've seen him in so many, I've heard him in so many other games I've played recently, and I'm like, bro, he just sounds the same in everything. Like, his range, bro, it's just completely like the same character. Like Makoto, Nagito, there's some other ones. Bravely Default, the main character of Bravely Default, I think it was Tiz. He did the voices of that character, and they just all sound the same, bro. They have the same demeanor. It's funny. But yeah, Nagito, we're gonna put him as perfect daddy. Oh, so Nekomaru, dude. Nekomaru, like I said, dude, Danganronpa 2, the supporting cast, Nekomaru, Akane, Mahiru, Sonia, all of those characters were so good. Like I said, the protagonists, not that great. The supporting characters were great, dude. Nekomaru, I'm giving him good daddy because you got Robo Nekomaru later on, the poops, all of that. His relationship with Akane especially, like, come on, y'all. Just great character overall. I love him. Rantaro Amami. This is such a good character. The thing about it is, he's so mysterious. It makes me sad because I want more from him. Like I said, you can have a mysterious character and then be good. Like I said with Kokichi, like one that you don't know their backstory. But at the same time, when you have someone like Rantaro, where you know you could get more out of, it's like, damn, y'all could have gave me a light novel, a spin-off game, something. This guy, because at least Kokichi lasted a long time, like I said, right? So he brought an impact to the game. But Rantaro dies early, and you know, he doesn't leave an impact like that. Obviously, like, his death was pretty like plot twisty, and everybody was like, oh my god, that's crazy. And then you learn more about him later on. But nah, man, I needed more from him. I'm putting him as Mad Daddy because I really want to see more in the future of Rantaro for sure. Ryoma, this is a character that I can appreciate them being a good character. Like, I feel like a lot of people have told me that this is a good character and they've explained why, and I've agreed with them. I can't rock with Ryoma personally. I can't relate to him. But I can definitely appreciate the beauty behind his character. You know what I mean? Like the backstory and such. So I'm gonna put him as Mad Daddy 2 next to Rantaro. Like I said, he is really good. Obviously, people have explained it to me, and I definitely agree. I just don't like his character personally like that. Next, we got Shuichi. Now, the thing about Shuichi is I kind of hate that they reused the ultimate detective talent for him. I feel like Kirigiri was just too good. And it was like, why would you need to make another character like that? Like, with the same talent and everything. Like, you already had Kirigiri. She was a great character. You gave her a lot of story. Why do you need to keep making ultimate detective characters, right? So if there was anything that I would hope for in the new Danganronpa, get rid of ultimate detective altogether. I don't want characters like that anymore. I feel like Kirigiri just set the bar, and it's hard to take Shuichi that seriously because of Kirigiri and that talent, man. I would put him as good daddy if he didn't have the ultimate talent of detective. But I do think he is a lot better than Hajime. For sure. So I'm gonna put him as med daddy also. I got a lot of med daddies, I guess you could say. A lot of people that I feel like could have had more development and I could have liked more, but you know, issues. There were some issues. There were some things that I was like, man, come on. Could have gave me a little bit more, Kodaka. Teru, instantly trash. Instantly in the trash. I can't do Teru. Not a fan. Not a fan. Can't do it. A lot of people have tried to get me to like Teru, and he looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy to me. Can't rock with it. And I'm not just going based off of appearance. He wasn't a fun character when he was around, in my opinion. The coolest thing was his trial and the meat on the bone thing. That was it. And the only reason why his trial was so cool is because of Nagito. The man, the legend, the person that I'm compared to on the daily. All right. I'll be honest with y'all with the brown skin characters in Danganronpa, right? And I'm not saying Danganronpa's racist or the people that make Danganronpa racist or anything like that. I'm not one of those people that, you know, complains about that kind of thing. But like the brown skin characters in Danganronpa, how come none of them are intellectual, like at all? Like zero. They're all like comic relief or just kind of there, or derpy or whatever. Angie, Asahina, derpy. Hagakari, derpy and comic relief. And then who else you got? That's it, right? Oh, Akane. Akane is so underrated, bro. She is so underrated. Nobody wants to talk about Akane like that. But oh my god, like she actually has a great story. I thought she brought a lot to Danganronpa too. Dude, Akane is good, man. I just wish Akane got more love, more hype. I feel like she's probably one of the most underrated like brown skin characters in the series. But shouts out to Teruko from Danganronpa Despair Time. I wish there was more characters like that in the Danganronpa universe. You know what I mean? I feel like Teruko is literally my favorite Danganronpa-esque character. I wish Teruko was literally in the game. Like, I wish she was in the main series game. Despair Time, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the creators of Despair Time. I love y'all's main protagonists. I wish more people talked about Akane personally. Shouts out to Danganronpa Despair Time, because Teruko is literally what I wanted from just a brown skin character in general. I feel like Teruko is just so unique and just out there that, you know, that's best. Instantly, she would be the best protagonist if she was really in the Danganronpa universe. Like, I would be like, that's my girl right there. Like, if Despair Time somehow was canon and they were like, yeah, this is Danganronpa 4, I'd be like, bruh, let's go. I would be hype, bro. I would be screaming everywhere, dude. But as far as Hagakari, I'm gonna go ahead and put him as good daddy. As y'all can see, good daddy, good daddy, good daddy. He is definitely one of my, I can relate to his character. Obviously, I look like him, like people say. And, you know, like I said, I like the comic relief characters, and he's one of those. I wish people didn't compare me to him too much, though, because although he's like that comic relief character, I've seen a lot of people kind of like hate him and say that he should have died and things like that. And it makes me kind of sad, because when people compare me to him, I feel like they feel the same way about me. Like, I'm just kind of here. You know, I'm not saying that people are saying I should die or anything like that, but I feel like they think that, you know, I'm like Hagakari, like I can't be intellectual and things like that. But hopefully that's not how you guys feel about me. I love each and every one of you guys, and thank you for supporting me, of course. But yeah, Hagakari, good daddy for sure. And with that being said, that is the video. That is the entire video. We're done. We ranked all of the characters. I hope you guys like my tier list. If you guys want to do your own tier list, you can do it in the comment section down below, or you could share, you could do one and then share it with me on Twitter. Twitter's pretty easy to share compared to the comment section. And on top of that, if you had any opinions on what I said, hey, you might have some rebuttals or something like that, you can go ahead and drop those comments down below. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care about other people's opinions on things, as in like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about these characters, but I like to hear what you guys have to say about them. You know what I mean? Like, I like to hear opinions, but I'm not going to rebuttal or, you know, argue with you about them. That's just how I am. I'm very laid back and just chill. You know what I mean? I give my opinions. If you don't like them, oh well, sorry. And if you do like them, hey, cool. I'm glad that we can relate. But with that being said, have an amazing day, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for sure, right? I love y'all. Deuces, guys.